Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a great weekend. I wanted to pop on and talk about a few vinyls that I recently purchased. They are both horror related, and then I'll talk about a few guests that are coming on the Marino show in the coming weeks. So I got the Halloween End soundtrack. It came out this week. The film came out, of course, in October, but the vinyl just came out, I believe, Friday. This is the inside. My light's a little bright there, but you can see Michael. And then the back is Jamie Lee Curtis there, and of course, Michael. And then here's the inside sleeve. There's Laurie Strode on one side with the pumpkins, Corin and Allison on the other side. And then appropriately, the vinyl is orange. So that is Halloween Ends. Now, the soundtrack to Halloween Ends only has the film score. If you remember, the movie actually had a song by a band called Boy Harsher, and the song is called Burn It Down. And I am playing it right now. Let me turn it up. It's got a very synth feel, synth 80s, which I love, as I've mentioned before. So this is a song that's playing when Allison and Corey are on the motorcycle. He's just kind of riding around town with her. So here is Boy Harsher. The single to Boy Harsher came out on vinyl this week as well. And you can see the cover. I'm trying to get it out of this light, but you can see there, you can see Michael, knife and all, the shadow. And then I kept the plastic on because it has this little knife. So this is a companion single. You'll have to buy it separately. As I mentioned, it is not on the actual soundtrack to Halloween Ends, but it is sold separately as a vinyl single. So I found both of those at a record store here in Austin called End of an Ear. Most record stores should have it. So if you're looking for it, I would call ahead of time because there were a few that I called that didn't have it, but I knew End of an Ear would have these albums, and they did have both of them. Anyhow, speaking of horror and all of that, my upcoming guest on Saturday, January 28th, is Crissy from Austin Horror Society. She's the leader of that group. They host meetups for films and they do trivia nights, all horror related stuff, of course. They go to cons together. It's just a social group here in Austin that does things that are related to horror. So we talk about the horror industry in Austin, horror cons, her love for horror, my love for horror, and just scary films in general. It's a fun conversation. You can follow Austin Horror Society on Facebook and on Instagram just by searching for them, and you'll see anything that they have coming up in terms of trivia nights or possible movie events. A few weeks ago, Crissy invited me to a pre-screening of the film Megan, and I love the film and got to do that. So they do things like that. So just follow their channels for that. And again, that interview will air Saturday, January 28th. The week after that, on February 4th, Saturday, February 4th, will be White Lavender Jones. White Lavender Jones is a rapper. He's an actor. He's a magician. And his day job is an attorney. So he is an example of somebody who does not care what people think. He steps outside of the box and does what he wants to do to feed his creativity and his art. So I saw him in the film He Comes to Kill, which is a Strange Film Studios movie. And August Aguilar is the filmmaker behind that movie. And anyhow, White Lavender Jones was in that film. So I had interviewed August a few months ago and then got in touch with White Lavender Jones. We actually met here in Austin, had dinner when he was in town. He's based in Brownsville, Texas. And we just had a great conversation and then decided to do an interview. So that interview will air on, again, Saturday, February 4th, 10 a.m., Austin Music TV. And he talks about his career as a rapper now, his acting roles, being a magician, and being an attorney. And he also has a history in the wrestling industry. So that's a fun conversation that you don't want to miss. And then the next week, I believe that's Saturday, February 11th. I might have the date wrong. I'm not good with math or thinking ahead in my head with the days that are coming up. But I interviewed Corin Nemec, the actor from Parker Lewis Can't Lose. He has been in the movie The Stand, the series Stargate. He has a new film coming out, Half Dead Fred, and a number of other projects that he's worked on throughout his career. He has so many different films he's been involved with, and also future projects. So we talk all about the film industry, about his past roles, current roles, future roles. He was recently in town at Galaxy Art and Entertainment Gallery for a signing. So I was able to catch up with him there. And if you haven't checked out Galaxy Art Entertainment Gallery, check them out. Just look them up online. They're located in North Austin. They have a lot of cool stuff on display, from comic book related things to horror related. It's just a great gallery to go and check out if you're a horror fan, a sci-fi fan, or just a fan of pop culture. And let's see, I think that's it for now. Upcoming guests, like I said, Crissy on January 28th, 10 a.m., Austin Music TV. White Lavender Jones, February 4th, 10 a.m., Austin Music TV. And then February 11th, Corin Nemec, his episode will run. I, of course, share all of my episodes on social media after they have aired, and I put promos out. So the promo for Crissy and Austin Horror Society is already out on my social media channels. And next week, I'll be putting out the White Lavender Jones promo. So hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you so much for following me on social media. Continue to follow. I have a YouTube channel, Instagram channel, Facebook channel, and a TikTok channel, which TikTok I'm not as great on because I'm old. And so I'm trying to get better at that. But follow me on all those different platforms for anything horror related or pop culture, 80s, any of that stuff. And have a great rest of your weekend. Talk to you soon.